What's going on, guys? TTL here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 5 MLB plays for today. Today is August 12th, 2023. This is going to make 2 days in a row. Hopefully we can get another one tomorrow. Thank you guys for all the appreciation yesterday, but smash today. I have like 3 props that I absolutely love and then 2 that I'm really iffy on. But I did want to get this out as early as possible because the earliest game starts at 3 p.m. And if you're interested in joining my Patreon, it's $20 a month. You get prize picks, underdog, sleeper, and parlay play slips for every single sport that I play. You get sportsbook bets every single day, VIP only watch parties, live streams, giveaways, VIP only chat. I help you with your bankroll management, pretty much everything you could want in a membership. We've been killing it, and officially next month, after this month, it'll be officially 1 year since I've started it. There have been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of rude people, a lot of super nice people, but overall it's been overwhelmingly positive, and I really appreciate you guys every single day. So let's get into the picks today. One of my top picks of the day, I'm playing this in power plays, flex plays, however you want to put it, is Zach Gallen over 5.5 strikeouts versus the Padres. So we can take a look at the list of strikeouts per game for each MLB team, and we can see San Diego is ranked 11th of 30th. So they are better than most. They're averaging just over 8 strikeouts on average, and over their last 3, they're averaging 9.6 strikeouts per game. So around 9 to 10 strikeouts per game over their last 3. Zach Gallen has been a monster this season. We can take a look. Over his last 10 games, he's gone over this 5 out of 10. But on this season, he's played 24 games. He's went over in 63% of them, 15 of 24. And a lot of those misses are just by 1 strikeout, unfortunately. I do think he gets it today, though. He's done 3 in a row. He got over versus the Twins, versus the Giants, and even versus the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are actually pretty good at not striking out, just above San Diego at 8.19 strikeouts per game. Definitely loving this spot tonight. I'm locking this one in with confidence. Again, I'm putting this in 2 picks, 3 picks, 4 picks, 5 picks, however you want to put it. Play it. It's there. Definitely love this, and I think this could get bumped. On sports books, it's sitting at around minus 130 odds. And when we take a look at his record versus the Padres, he actually has a higher strikeout percentage versus the Padres than his average, and he actually has less earned runs allowed versus the Padres than his average as well. So absolutely love this spot. I'm locking it in. Next pick, I have Cole Irvin. Let's take a look if we can find him. Under 5 strikeouts. Now, this is versus the Mariners. The Mariners strike out a lot. They're 29th of 30th, averaging almost double-digit strikeouts per game. Now, I will say over their last 3, they're averaging just over 5 strikeouts per game. So that number has went down a lot recently. But still, their average for the season is pretty bad. But when we take a look at Cole Irvin, we can take a look at his 2023 stats. He stayed under 4.5 in 6 of 8 of these games, and he stayed at 5 or less in every single start he's had this season. The max he's had is 5. That was versus the Royals and the Yankees. Even versus Minnesota, the Twins, he got 1 strikeout and 4. And this is versus the worst team in the league for strikeout wise. Obviously, I love the Twins actually, but they strike out a lot. And this is versus the most strikeout team in the league. This season, he's averaging 5 earned runs allowed, 8 strikeouts per 9 innings. So if he went like 6 innings, he might get to 5, but even then, I just don't see it happening. I see him staying at like 4 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts this game. Maybe even less. We'll see. But definitely love this. This is another play that I'm super confident in. You can lock this in 2 picks, 3 picks, 4 picks, any flex or power that you would like. I'm locking this one in. Absolutely love this play today. Next is a little bit of an iffy one. And this is Chris Bassett over 5.5 strikeouts. This is versus the Cubs. The Cubs are 22nd of 30th. They're averaging over 9 strikeouts per game, 9.6 over their last three games. His line's only 5.5, but when we take a look at Chris Bassett, we can see he's gone over this number in 3 straight games now versus the Dodgers, the Orioles, and Boston. But before that, on the season, he has a lot of games with just 5 strikeouts. 9 of 24 games this season he's went over this number, which is 38%. So obviously that is a little bit rough. Versus the Cubs, I think he goes over. And when we take a look at his season stats, he had that really big run of just bad games pretty much. Now he's kind of buckled down. He's had 3 straight games of going over this number, and it kind of seems like he's a little bit locked in. I absolutely love this play today. Now, it's not an absolutely love as in Zach Gallen level or Cole Irvin level, but I do like it enough to where I am going to take this in flex plays, 5 picks, 4 pick flex, 6 picks, however you want to do it. I wouldn't lock it in, maybe 1 power play with it, but I wouldn't do multiples. I wouldn't round robin it or anything like that. Just 1 or 2 power plays max for this one. Next in the list is Brandon Woodruff, under 7.5 strikeouts. This is versus the White Sox, who are 19th of 30th. They're 8.88 strikeouts per game on average this season, 9.67 over their last 3. We can take a look. 2023, his under 7.5 is minus 120 odds. He's only played 3 games this season. He went under versus the Cardinals. He went over versus the Cubs and versus the Pirates. There's not much really to go off of for his current season stats. All I know is the White Sox are middle of the pack for strikeout wise. When we take a look at their history, there's not really much history here, honestly. The head-to-head, they played in 2021, and he got 9 strikeouts. It's not really showing much. Last season, he went under 14 of 27 games. It was kind of just 50-50 with it. Again, this season he's went over twice, under once, but it was versus the Cubs, Pirates, and then the Cardinals. So I think he stays under personally. 7.5 is a lot of strikeouts. The White Sox could easily get a hit or 2, and that would just ruin his mojo. Wouldn't get there, I don't believe. So I'm taking the under there. Again, this is only a flex play. I don't absolutely love this one or anything. Not putting it in any power plays or anything like that necessarily. Last but not least, I have Rich Hill over 3.5 strikeouts versus the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks are 3rd in the league for least amount of strikeouts, 7.7 strikeouts per game, 8.33 over their last 3. That does scare me a little bit. The over 3.5 is plus 100 odds. That's also a little bit scary. Now, in 2023, he's went over this number in 16 of 23 starts, which is 70% of games this season. He's had 8 strikeouts versus the I was going to say versus the Pirates, but he was on the Pirates. Versus the Brewers. He has 1 game on the Padres so far, and that was versus the Dodgers. He did get 4 versus the Dodgers on this new team. I like the spot for him personally. He got 7 versus the Phillies last time they went. 5 versus Brewers, 8 versus Brewers, 4 versus Cubs, 4 versus Padres. Obviously, he's on the Padres now. Last time versus the Diamondbacks, he got 3 strikeouts. They had 7 runs. I do think the Diamondbacks win this game. I will go ahead and say that. But I do like the spot for him. 3.5 strikeouts is super low. This is a 2 or 3 innings. You can get 3.5 strikeouts. So we just have to hope they don't hit early on, that they let him get that 3.5 strikeouts, and then they just start nuking him. But because personally, I do have in a sports book bet, I do have the Diamondbacks money line already locked in. But I do believe that he gets over 3.5 strikeouts. I like this spot for him today, and I'm locking it in. So that makes our last play of the day. Again, my 2 power plays, top 2, are Zach Gallen over 5.5 and Cole Irvin under 5 versus the Mariners. Then the flex plays are Chris Bassett over 5.5, Brandon Woodruff under 7.5, and then Rich Hill over 3.5. So make sure to lock these guys in before they get bumped, especially these top 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And again, if you're interested in that Patreon, for those that watch this video, if you don't profit in your first month open up a ticket. I have a support ticket system in the Discord. Open up a ticket. I'll get you in, and I'll give you your $20 back for the month if you don't profit. So definitely confident. We've had one losing month out of 11 so far. So let's keep killing it. Let's make this another profitable month, and I'll see you guys in the Discord.